A Shyness Guide. Chapter 1. A Shyness Guide. Shyness in general. Shyness, also called social anxiety or social phobia, is simply fear of either people or public places, which manifests itself via physiological signs like a rapid heart rate, shaking, dry mouth, blushing, sweating, etc., and essentially renders the person immobile or unable to function well in the situation. It's detrimental because it causes people to miss out on situations that could be good for them if they'd only relax a little and lighten up. It's kind of a fear of embarrassing yourself if you act, so you take the easy way out and become a wallflower. It becomes an anxiety disorder when it gets out of proportion to the reality of the situation. Shyness is a combination of self-consciousness and fear. You're so focused on yourself and how you think everybody's looking at you and thinking that you're a klutz that you invariably work yourself up to a fervor, get all flustered and mess up. Or you're just so passive that you just sit there and do nothing. Some people use kind words to describe shyness, like laid back, mellow, easygoing, but it all comes down to wimpiness to me. Shyness can be all-encompassing for some people or situational, as is the case for most people. Everyone is shy at some point in time, like if you're at a party and you don't know anyone, or public speaking can cause social anxiety in a lot of people. The only real treatment is practice, practice, practice. Put it in your mind that meeting new people is fun and then go out and do it. Some people say we're born with a temperament for shyness, others say that if you didn't have a lot of social stimulation as a kid, you grow up scared and shy and run back to mama whenever something goes wrong. A shy child need not necessarily be treated with child gloves. There are a few points about shyness in children which will help you better understand the best approach in dealing with your child. First of all, are you sure your child really is shy? Some children like to size up a situation before they jump in. Caution should not be misunderstood as shyness. Don't call your child shy. Studies have shown that often a child will grow to fit a label. Parental pressure on the shy child can cause anxiety and insecurity, leading to a worse problem with shyness. Don't push your child to achieve above his or her individual level. Never compare your shy child with other children in a negative way. And never allow anyone else to hurt your child in this way. Take your child's ideas seriously. By lessening the importance of a child's concerns, you lessen the child. Encourage your shy child to get involved in activities with others. Don't allow too many isolating activities, like watching TV. Never push your shy child to do things he or she would find unbearable. Rather, make suggestions, but realize your child may not be ready. Be patient. You need not handle your shy child with child gloves, but be aware of how he feels and show that you understand. Dating shyness/love shyness. In my research in the Psychobabble section of the library, generally #155-158, I found some material on shyness in the courtship process, though not much. It has been referred to as the shy man syndrome, although girls get it too. The Shy Man Syndrome, Dr. Brian Gilmerton, Madison Books, 1989. There are lots of websites now selling books that amount to how to be a stud or seductress regardless of how much of a nerd you are. They're all the same. They charge you $30 for an ebook that tries to pump up your confidence by telling you to be positive and vivacious. Be like me. I don't fake it, nor do I try sleazy moves on girls I feel nothing for. Don't approach someone you're not really attracted to, which a lot of guys do for the possibility of sex. If a girl is under 30 and thinks she's all that, into fashions and trends, and you don't look like some model or linebacker, there's a good chance she thinks you're beneath her. Don't waste your time on prima donnas, at least the ones under 30. Wait until they humble down a bit. It's nothing personal against you. A lot of girls are massively brainwashed to think that their looks will get them everything, but they don't seem to realize they only have a short window on natural, youthful beauty, then they're relegated to has-been status as the new crop of youthful beauties take over. They're now at the back of the line with all the normal plebeies. So my point is, don't take rejection personally. Don't set your sights on a prima donna under 30. Many of them are arrogant, horrible, uppity people. And don't commit a misstep that many young people do. They become fixated or infatuated with one person they know and fantasize about ways to meet them. When you get to my age, you realize love ain't that deep. You can sense the vibes from the other person. Follow what they tell you. If you sense nothing and don't get smiles, why set yourself up for rejection? You can tell if someone likes you and is interested. The shyness comes from a mismatch, from asking someone out who is either not your type or out of your league. Don't ask people out who are likely to say no or play hard to get. If you're the scientific type, a nice, quiet, unassuming guy, why waste your time asking some wannabe model type out who sees herself with some male model type? I repeat, you know when someone likes you. Another thing about being my age. You realize everybody's human. There are no superstars in life. Everyone has the exact same insecurities. Some people are just better actors than others. It's like nobody impresses me anymore, or at least very few people do. Physical beauty doesn't impress me unless it comes with a warm heart. Very few girls are that beautiful or charismatic that I'm intimidated by them. I'm not attracted to the vain, self-centered type. I'm actually attracted to girls with original characters being themselves. These types of girls have modest egos. They're just happy living their lives. They have no need to pretense, so to approach one of these girls is easy because they're down to earth. Shyness starts from youth. Psychologists have come up with a number of reasons why a seemingly well-adjusted boy or girl grow to be shy when it comes to courting. Some of these possible reasons are: overstrong, controlling, critical mother. Weak, subdued father or no father. Either a loner or brought up mostly around the same sex. Very little contact with the opposite sex. Was teased as a sissy or for being less than a man as a kid. Afraid to make friends for fear they will be vulnerable to more teasing and possibly be rejected again. Usually academically smart but not socially smart. Very high expectations for romance and the person they want to be with. Too dreamy, don't live in the real world. Seems fragile and mentally ill. Emotionally immature. The truth is that everybody is somewhat shy. You have to open up and circulate somewhat like everybody else. Get to the core of your feelings, fears, and feelings of inadequacy. The more you understand yourself, the more you can get over your shyness, if, in fact, there is a link between your past and shyness, but I'm more pragmatic about it. You just have to get out there and circulate. Get a job as a cashier, a bartender, or a waitress. That will either cure your shyness or at least help you deal with it. Sensitive in love. Don't read too much into anything. It's action over time that matters, not how someone is acting or treating you today, because daily moods are transient. They don't reflect the true character of the person nor his or her true feelings for you. A lot of people, especially girls, live like psychobabble psychologists. They endlessly analyze every move their partner makes and are constantly wondering, does he love me anymore, or was that just a negative gesture he made to me? This is so common that I even saw a segment parodying this on one of them teen-type love movies made for 20-somethings. The girl's thoughts were dubbed over the action. It was really funny how she was overreacting about everything and reading all this imaginary stuff into it. It was funny, but the truth is that there are loads of girls around like this. They think they got something on women's intuition, or maybe they're born that way with that kind of busybody vibe. She's 5 steps ahead of you and counting. And the insecurity is fierce too. If you could read the typical girl's mind, you'd see stuff like, that girl looks really pretty, I'm getting old, I'm not as pretty as her, I wonder if he still loves me, my legs look kinda chubby, I got bad breath, maybe he doesn't love me anymore. With all these pretty, smart girls around, why does he stick around with me? And it goes on and on, insecurity unleashed. A working definition of sensitivity is that you overreact to the regular events and foibles of life. If you don't have a thick skin out in the real world, you'll be a basket case of emotions because people treat you callously, are insensitive, rude, purposely malicious and ignore you all the time. In cities where lots of people live, we have to depersonalize each other or at least shut each other out in order to stay sane, which is why most of us who are out there in public every day learn to temper our emotions, to not take things so personally anymore. This extends to relationships. You can't question the motives behind everything. You can't be too critical of what your lover does. It's not rocket science to know where your lover is on the hot, warm, neutral, cold scale. Oftentimes, neutral or coldness has nothing to do with you. I'll give you an example. Right now I have a toothache. I booked an appointment with the dentist 2 weeks ago, which will be in 2 weeks. The pain flares up pretty bad sometimes, but I've said nothing to the people I live with because that's the way I am. I'm not a sniveling wimp looking for sympathy, but at the same time, I find myself trying to stay away from them in order to suffer in peace by myself, but the thing is that they may perceive this as me being cold and aloof. Whenever I'm feeling blue or have a problem on my mind, I withdraw. I don't want people to see me in a sullen mood, nor do I want to deal with them. I'm not feeling very playful, easygoing, or sociable, so the logical thing for me is to stay away, but other people might perceive this as me being cold to them. Then they wonder why. What is it that they did to make me cold to them, when the truth is that they did nothing? It's all my problem. This is why I keep going. If someone is neutral or cold to me, I just think they're having one of those wanna-be alone days. I only start to question their current attitude to me if I see this cold attitude for a week or more. You gotta let things slide and keep moving. You can't overanalyze love. If you do, you'll be screwed. A religious guy I know has been quite honest with me. He told me there have been times when he felt there was nothing left between him and his wife, and times he's been very angry with her, but he stuck through, and the marriage is pretty happy today because he always kept his mouth shut about his negative feelings and just tried to be good to her little by little, day by day. That's the best you can ever do. Be good to your partner. If you don't sense the goodness reciprocated over a month or two, that's the time to start questioning the relationship, but don't question every little act or every day. We're all so human. Our moods are so plastic. Sometimes they go up and down. You just can't be too sensitive in a relationship. You have to let it go and let it ride. If your partner does anything that you perceive to be negative, ignore it, at least for a month or two. Imagine having sex/making love with a highly sensitive person. She's analyzing everything you're doing rather than just going with it freely with passionate abandon. Back in the old days in the jungle, we had to be super sensitive to the moods and motives of others, because if they were feeling grumpy, they could easily bash us over the head and kill us. But nowadays, we're all so civilized on a generic level. Our safety isn't in real danger, very much so. I say shut it off, that hyper switch that makes you constantly want to analyze people for their motives towards you. If you play it cool, most negative moments blow over. I schemed an entire book talking about how men and women inherently distrust each other because of some deep-rooted psychobabble past baggage. I'm just me. I present myself here and now. I have no ulterior motives because I can't be bothered. I present myself as who I am. You either accept me or reject me. Either way, I don't care, because I will sleep tonight in my own skin, happy with who I am. I can be your friend and lover or not. Either way won't make me or break me, because I've been in love before, I've lost love several times, and now I know at the end of the day, I'm always standing no matter what. If you reject me, put me down or leave me, I'm old enough to know I will get over it. I'm a good person, life goes on and there are many fish in the ocean. It's your problem, not mine. I'm not soppy and sensitive like I might have been at 23. I'm over those days when the emotions of love are everything. This works with children too. Don't let them feel like they're getting one over you by making you feel guilty. I treat them as rational adults. If they screw with me emotionally, I tell them to grow up and get real. One psychobabbleist said that over-anxiety and over-analysis in a relationship is a sign that that person fears intimacy. It goes back to my point. Go with the flow. If you feel love, act on it. Don't cut it off. Just go without thinking about it much or analyzing it. Conversely, if you feel coldness and hate, ignore it. Act loving like you don't sense anything's wrong. Just trust your inherent nature. If you sense someone is good and loving, open up to them. If you sense your lover is being good and loving today, open up to him. If he's being neutral or negative, ignore it, be loving. If he doesn't respond after a month of unrequited love on your part, you deserve an explanation. Ask him about it, then make the decision to stay or go. Don't blame yourself as many millions do. If you give love and get nothing back, don't waste your time. Go. I live by my own standard. It's nothing personal. I spend X number of hours a day doing things I feel I must by the standard in my soul, yet people always think I'm dismissive of them or rejecting them when I say not now, later. I'm not. This is something I must do. After that, I'll be happy to spend time with you. Don't read too much in other people's behavior unless you see it for over a month. Be more trusting and relaxed. Dating shyness websites. acceleratedsoftware.net/dating-seduction-flirting/love-shyness.html a-online-dating.com/love_lessons_for_the_shy.htm askclaire.com/archive/letter11.htm askmen.com/dating/dating_top_10_60/90_dating_list.html christian-dating-service-plus.com datebeautifulwomen.com/beta/shyness.pdf datingclass.com datingclass.com/dating/shyness.shtml datingfast.com/dating/article-list.asp subcat ID =20 datinghelp.biz/tips/dating-shyness.html dating-report.com/shyness dating-target.net/s/5147444/shyness-toddlers.htm drdating.com/library/index.php?cat/sid 62 en.wikipedia.org/wiki/love-shyness encyclopedia.n.com/low/love-shyness.html fastseduction.com/asf-faq.shtml findinglove-after-50.com/overcoming_shyness_new.html forums.plentyoffish.com/dating-posts 32749443.aspx getgirls.com h34lth.com/health/id_102112p.php howtomeetwomen.biz/ways-to-overcome-shyness.html howtotalkwithconfidence.com/blog/2004/10/2/love-shyness-and-what-it-is just a gwailo.com/tag/love-shyness just for funpersonals.com/romance-help.html links to love.com/dating_links.htm lovecompass.com/weblog/archive/000183.html love online dating handicap.ia8.net love-shy.com lovecube.com/find-love/shyness.htm menopause-treatment.org/shyness/shyness_gene.html onlinedatingSchool.com/overcoming-shyness.htm philippovi.com psychologytoday.com/article/pto-327.html self-help.vocaboli.com/category/overcome-shyness shyness.com shypassions.com singles.com.ua/relationship/advice279 solozingly.com soswab.com overcoming shyness with women vitaminsdiary.com/dating/overcoming-shyness.htm Shyness websites 1. Books about shyness are at hashtag 155.232 and hashtag 155.418 at the library. ada.org. algae.com/anxiety. anxieties.com. anxietybusters.com. anxietynetwork.com. anxiety-relief.com. anxietyselfhelp.com. anxietytofreedom.com. araneum.mudservices.com. Chyange.com, 800-276-7800, Center for Help for Anxiety/Agoraphobia through New Growth Experiences. ConquersHighness.com. cpa.ca/factsheets, Canadian Psychological Association. designthinking.com/fear/fear.html. drjeffk.com, San Francisco therapist. dstressdoc.com/overcomeshighness.htm. emetophobia.org, fear of vomiting. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/love-shyness. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/shyness. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/the_shyness_clinic. freedomfromfear.com. freedomfromfear.org. gendb.net. hazelden.org. hslib.washington.edu/hsc/newsinfo/healthbeat. hsperson.com. hypnosis-downloads.com/self-improvement/overcoming_shyness.html. justbeuel.com/help_stop_shyness_social_anxiety_london_hypnotherapy_nlp.html. kidshealth.org/teen/your_mind/emotions/shyness.html. mentalhealth.net. ncbi.nlm.nih.gov/pubmed, medications. payms.com.au. pamf.org/teen/life/relationships/shy.html. parenting-ed.org/handout3/specific C1 NSA&D Pirobal EMS/shyness.htm. radiology.uiowa.edu/providers/publications/American Family/December/Dec4.html. renegilbert.com/shyness.htm. shakyhourshyness.com/tips.htm. cheyennefree.com. shyness.censorshipfree.com. shyness.com. shyness.com. shynesshelp.com. socialanxiety.com. social-anxiety.com. socialanxiety.com.au. socialanxietyassist.com.au. socialanxietyinstitute.org. social-anxiety-shyness-info.com. socialfitnessforum.com. socialphobia.net. speakeasy.com/info.htm. spnewsletter.com, social phobia. stresscenter.com, 800-511-6896, Oak Harbor, O. stress.com. stressrelease.com/checklist. therapy.com, territorial apprehensives. text.nlm.nih.gov/nih/cdc/www/85text.html. thehealthcenter.info/emotions/shyness. vh.org/patients/ihb/family-practice/afb. wellesley.edu/psychology/cheek/research.html. Shyness websites 2. Anxiety Disorders Association of America. 6000 Executive Boulevard. Number 513. Rockville, Maryland 20852. 301-231-9350. 800-737-3400. ada.org. All-around support group providing referrals, resources, and treatment. Freedom from Fear. 308 Seaview Avenue. Staten Island, New York 10305. 888-442-2022. 718-351-1717. freedomfromfear.com. freedomfromfear.org. Anxiety Support Organization. National Institute of Mental Health. Panic and Anxiety Hotline. 888-8-ANXIETY. 800-647-2642. nimh.nih.gov/anxiety. Social Anxiety Disorder Coalition. 800-934-6276. allergictopeople.com. Social anxiety websites. br.groups.yahoo.com/neo/group/fabiasocial/info. carmenjacob.com/build-self-esteem. cyberpsych.org/cgi-bin/penpals.pl, Anxiety Disorders Discussion Board. emotionsanonymous.org. exilempowerment.com. groups.yahoo.com/neo/group/shyness/info. groups.yahoo.com/neo/search??query=shyness. hamar.com. lifecoachspotter.com/how-to-be-confident. med.nyu.edu/psych/screen/anx.html, online screening for anxiety. merck.com/mrk-shared/m-manual/section 15/chapter 187/187a.jsp, Anxiety Disorders Section 15 from the Merck Manual of Diagnosis and Therapy. mindpub.com/art537.htm, Anxiety and Panic Attacks in Medical Patients. nimh.nih.gov/health information/anxiety menu.cfm, Anxiety Information from NIMH, the National Institute of Mental Health, U.S. psichi.org/pub/article/article_340.asp. The Nature and Development of Anxiety and Its Disorders. psychcentral.com/lib/building-self-esteem. psychcentral.com/lib/making-conversation-a-skill-not-and-art. psychcentral.com/libs/problems-related-to-social-phobia. psychcentral.com/lib/shyness-and-social-phobia-in-children. psychcentral.com/lib/what-is-social-phobia. psychcentral.com/library/self_esteem.htm. psychiatrictimes.com/p990966.html, unspoken suffering, social anxiety disorder in children. shakyhourshyness.com. shyanfree.com. shyness.com/shyness-clinic.html, Shyness Clinic describes program for overcoming shyness and social anxiety. shynesshelp.com, shynesshelp.com. Nancy Wesson, PhD, offers therapy for shy people. But also lots of free information. shyunited.com. socialanxietyassist.com.au. social-anxiety-shyness-info.com. socialanxietysupportchat.com. socialphobia.org. socialphobiaworld.com. socialsuccessmastery.com. succeedsoceoli.com. towerofpower.com.au. yeyeyehoutloud.com.